But I've got to ask you first about your teammates' performance there.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. That's nerve-wracking, getting up in front of a bunch of people and having to hit a golf club. Obviously, we're basketball players, so we're not very good at this, but they make this event fun, so it's fun to have them out here.
And what has it been like for you today?
LPGA just did everything that the Wnba should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one.
Right after the announcement hit, the sports world flipped upside down. Caitlin Clark has just landed an enormous new deal, and honestly, the story is downright astonishing. The details are so surprising that fans and analysts alike can't stop talking. Wnba is visibly shaken, while social media is exploding with non-stop chatter and intense reactions. This moment clearly shows how a single athlete's monumental success can quickly stir unexpected challenges for others. It's a true game-changer for the entire league. Clark, currently dominating the endorsement scene, officially signed a landmark sponsorship with the LPGA Tour. And this isn't just any ordinary deal, it's a massive, multi-million-dollar contract centered entirely on her talent, her influence, her personal brand, and her extraordinary worldwide popularity. As soon as the news broke, the online world erupted with excitement, creating a huge, unprecedented buzz. Adding to all the chaos, someone named Jamie unexpectedly jumped into the conversation. Jamie began sharing their thoughts on the situation, instantly fueling even more hype and sparking extra discussion around the entire story.
And making the turn in this Wednesday Pro-Am, here is Caitlin at the 10th.
Looks like she was able to put into work a little bit of what...
More intriguing is the way fans are reacting at this very moment. Supporters are going all out, celebrating Clark's rise with non-stop energy and excitement. But here's the kicker. A few high-profile WNBA stars aren't exactly thrilled. Take Aya Wilson, for instance. She didn't call anyone out by name, yet her point was crystal clear. She shared a post along the lines of, "So you can make money in golf even while missing shots." Sharp, bold, and instantly unforgettable. Everyone immediately knew exactly who she meant, no further explanation necessary. Almost immediately, every major sports outlet exploded with activity, turning the story into an even bigger headline-grabbing spectacle.
That right-handed touch through the ball.
Take a step back, and the full picture becomes even more obvious. For nearly half the league, just hearing Caitlin Clark's name can feel like an instant trigger. Every move she makes, from partnerships to appearances to social media posts, seems to push some players into total frustration. With this latest LPGA deal, that tension has now reached an entirely new, dramatic peak. Clark has turned into the kind of marketing superstar the league has always dreamed of, yet her rise is leaving other major stars feeling sidelined. Look at Aya Wilson as a prime example. She's stacked multiple championships, MVP awards, and an impressive career resume. Still, when it comes to endorsements, her name rarely generates the same explosive buzz that surrounds Clark today. This is exactly why the story has erupted so widely. It's fresh star power colliding with established veterans, a classic clash of eras. Clark shines as the new, dazzling media favorite, while Wilson embodies the hardworking foundation, the athlete who dominated long before viral cameras and modern hype ever arrived.
Previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world.
Caitlin Clark's so good, she's got me following golf. And thanks to her, I now know who Nelly Korda is. And if there's one thing we can count on with Clark, it's that she's gonna draw a crowd. From the court to the...
Second Aya Wilson posted that comment, it was clear this wasn't just a casual jab. It came across more like a loud, frustrated warning shot. And honestly, it's easy to understand why she reacted that way. The timing was brutal. She had just finished an outstanding, standout season, yet she's only receiving a tiny fraction of the attention Clark effortlessly commands online. It's almost like winning a championship but having everyone ignore it because Caitlin Clark shared a single Instagram story. That's the harsh reality of modern sports culture. Success isn't measured by skill or dominance alone anymore. Visibility, online popularity, and constant digital engagement rule the game. Clark, without question, draws more eyes than anyone else in the league. Major sponsors, brands with massive marketing budgets, even the LPGA itself, are all chasing someone who can move merchandise, fill arenas, boost ratings, and keep the internet buzzing non-stop. Despite Wilson's incredible talent, she hasn't become that headline-grabbing figure. She's highly respected, absolutely, but she doesn't generate the same viral momentum Clark effortlessly produces. Meanwhile, Clark's natural storytelling charm and massive online presence are driving some longtime veterans close to the edge. Reports suggest this new 2-year LPGA deal alone is valued somewhere between $6 and $8 million, cementing Clark as a dual-sport marketing powerhouse, a remarkable bridge connecting basketball and golf. You can almost picture Aya grinding her teeth in frustration all the way in Las Vegas. Clark has overshadowed her before, too. Just think back to the Wnba finals and how the media narrative unfolded. What truly sums it up is what unfolded that day. Even with the aces claiming victory, the spotlight still entirely revolved around Caitlin Clark. And when that keeps happening, it doesn't earn respect, it fuels frustration, tension, and quiet resentment. Fans aren't helping either. Clark's supporters relentlessly push the narrative that she's the true face of the league, using her achievements to unintentionally overshadow other players. Those comments only pour more fuel on an already simmering ego battle, even if some of it is technically accurate. The LPGA announcement was the tipping point for Aya, and she finally snapped just enough to release a sharp, powerful message. In her mind, she's probably thinking, I'm the MVP, why am I constantly relegated to the background? Here's the ironic twist, Caitlin Clark has never fired back. Not once. She doesn't respond, tweet, or even acknowledge the drama. And that's exactly why brands absolutely love her, she's the ultimate PR dream. While other athletes get pulled into Twitter spats and sometimes risk losing sponsorships, Clark quietly keeps racking up deals. And honestly, that silence hits harder than any trash talk ever could. Wilson could win another championship this season, yet Clark taking a single swing on a golf course would likely dominate headlines. That's the reality of the massive marketing gap, and it's impossible to ignore. When you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the situation starts to feel even more lopsided. Golf fans are genuinely excited, hoping Clark eventually evolves into a full-time, mainstream LPGA superstar. Meanwhile, some WNBA supporters are left sighing in frustration, pointing, she generates instant buzz, any league that partners with her sees spikes in views, engagement, merchandise sales, and global attention. From a corporate perspective, it's sheer genius. But for the WNBA, it's creating undeniable turbulence. Aya Wilson's visible frustration mirrors what many other players quietly feel. Clark's skyrocketing popularity isn't lifting everyone equally. The league is clearly riding the Caitlin Clark effect, yet only a select few athletes seem to gain from it. The rest are left standing on the sidelines, waiting for their moment to shine. Now that Clark is expanding her influence far beyond basketball, many players are starting to feel overshadowed, almost forgotten amid this massive marketing wave. At the heart of this drama is a glaring contrast in opportunity. While Caitlin Clark locks in multi-million-dollar deals outside basketball, other players are still hustling for modest bonuses. That imbalance inevitably fuels tension, both in interviews and behind locker room doors. Many athletes are beginning to feel like little more than supporting figures in the Caitlin Clark spectacle, and fans are starting to notice that subtle lack of energy. When Aya Wilson's tweet blew up, social media instantly painted her as envious or ungrateful. Some even drew comparisons to the early critics of Tiger Woods, a stingy parallel that hit hard. Wilson later tried to soften her words, claiming she was just joking, but by then, the online conversation had already taken on a life of its own. Once social media picks a side, the narrative spreads rapidly and uncontrollably. Thousands of posts praised Clark while also acknowledging that Aya Wilson remains one of the greatest athletes of all time. And here's the reality, both can exist at once. Clark may be the most marketable star right now, yet Wilson can still feel overlooked and undervalued. The root issue lies in how the league handles this delicate balance. The WNBA touts growth, but instead of celebrating all its stars equally, it allows tension to fester, because controversy drives clicks and engagement. Imagine if the league had a sharp PR plan. They could have turned this into a marketing triumph, two phenomenal athletes, each dominating their own arena, creating excitement, headlines, and an unstoppable story for fans worldwide. Right now, it's spiraling into another heated social media showdown between Caitlin Clark and Aya Wilson. And sponsors are certainly paying close attention. Brands want positive, united faces, not messy online drama. Yet one undeniable fact remains: whenever Clark captures attention, merchandise sells out fast. In the end, the winner is clear, Caitlin, once again. Here's the fascinating twist: sources close to the LPGA suggest this partnership might just be the start of something far bigger. There's talk of a joint exhibition event designed to raise money for charity, highlighting a cross-sport sisterhood that fans would absolutely love. Depending on how it unfolds, it could be either an inspiring spectacle or a highly tense, drama-packed fiasco. Just imagine Aya trying to smile while Clark tees off right next to Nelly Korda. That's instant viral content waiting to happen. But honestly, this type of rivalry is far from new. Generational jealousy has existed forever. Older stars weren't thrilled when LeBron became the face of the NBA. Others rolled their eyes when Serena Williams dominated tennis endorsements. The pattern repeats: success brings money, money brings visibility, and visibility often sparks envy. Aya Wilson is simply the latest athlete caught in this high-profile, emotionally charged crossfire. The most striking part? Every time Aya reacts, she unintentionally highlights Caitlin Clark's immense value even more. In sports fame, attention is everything. The more people complain or comment, the bigger the athlete becomes. It's the Strand effect in action. Constant chatter only amplifies Clark's importance. Meanwhile, Clark remains completely silent. No clapbacks, no media rants, just steady, focused business as usual. While the internet erupts over drama, she's probably somewhere negotiating her next deal, laughing with her agent, and stacking wins across multiple industries. Basketball, golf, fashion, tech, she's collecting revenue streams while everyone else gets caught up in arguments. Don't be surprised if a Netflix documentary series follows soon. Clark isn't just dominating on the court, she's rewriting the marketing playbook entirely. And what about Aya? She's still grappling with why her 2 MVP awards aren't translating into the same financial or marketing returns. Talent isn't the issue, Wilson is absolutely phenomenal. The real difference lies in Clark's visibility, which is exactly what brands crave. Companies can literally build entire marketing empires around her. Her fan base is loyal, vocal, and relentlessly active online in 2025. That's pure marketing gold. Clark is constructing a full-blown empire, while Aya continues venting on Twitter. The bigger question is this: how much longer can this tension simmer before it explodes into something serious? It's no longer just Caitlin Clark versus Aya Wilson, this rivalry is starting to ripple across the entire league. Younger fans are convinced Clark alone is driving the WNBA's resurgence, while veteran players feel she's being handed success too easily. The front office appears stuck in the middle, publicly acting as if everything is fine while privately hoping the drama continues, because at least it keeps the conversation alive. It's messy, chaotic, and undeniably headline-worthy. But if the WNBA fails to manage it correctly, they risk undermining the unity they've worked so hard to build. No matter how opinions about Clark differ, one fact is undeniable: she has boosted the league's visibility more than ever before. The real challenge now is ensuring that this success benefits everyone, not just her. For Aya Wilson, the choice is clear. She can keep firing off tweets that make her seem bitter, or she can pivot and transform this intense spotlight into real power. Her name is trending because of Clark, and an MVP shouldn't rely on online drama for attention. With a smart strategy, Wilson could land a major contract, launch a podcast, grow her personal brand, and prove to fans that she's far more than the player who lost her cool online. In today's sports world, audiences reject pettiness but embrace authenticity, and that's her biggest opportunity. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark looks nearly unstoppable, excelling both on the court and in the business world. Her LPGA deal adds another layer to her growing empire, and whether you admire her or not, she's a master of the modern fame game. That level of control can't be taught. She's turning backlash into attention and silence into a brilliant strategy. If Aya Wilson doesn't adapt quickly, she risks being completely overshadowed in the chaos. The real question now becomes, is Clark simply outperforming everyone off the court as well, or is Wilson genuinely justified in feeling frustrated? Caitlin Clark has completely redefined what it means to be a modern athlete. It's not just her extraordinary basketball talent, it's her unparalleled ability to craft a personal brand, dominate media coverage, and expand influence across multiple arenas. Every move she makes, from signing major endorsements to stepping into new sports or connecting with fans online, builds and strengthens her growing empire. Her career proves that today's success isn't measured only by points, assists, or MVP trophies. Through quiet professionalism and carefully calculated strategy, Clark has become a master of perception, turning each opportunity into a platform for massive influence. Her expanding presence in basketball, golf, and beyond has significantly elevated the WNBA's visibility, demonstrating that a single athlete can reshape an entire league's narrative and attract attention from fans, sponsors, and media worldwide. Yet alongside this meteoric rise, tension is quietly building within the league. Veteran players, despite their incredible on-court achievements, are receiving less recognition and fewer commercial opportunities, underscoring the growing divide between established stars and the new marketing powerhouse that is Caitlin Clark. This scenario reveals a key reality about modern sports: raw talent alone no longer guarantees fame or commercial success. In today's landscape, visibility drives opportunity, influence, and major financial rewards. While Caitlin Clark steadily expands her brand with quiet precision and smart strategy, other top players are wrestling with questions about recognition, legacy, and their place in an evolving sports world. This story doesn't just highlight the challenges of contemporary sports marketing, it also showcases the extraordinary power of intelligent personal branding. Clark's journey goes far beyond her basketball accomplishments. It's a real-world example of influence, visibility, and mastering the modern rules of success. Her meteoric rise continues to reshape the WNBA, inspire fans, and challenge the league to strike a fair balance between celebrating all its stars and giving each athlete the recognition they genuinely deserve.